I want to ask though, so you just gave the story about the penthouse, and I know that you focus a lot on the luxury market, but in an area that has such a diversity of housing, I know that you work all price points.
Sure.
And so do you have any challenges balancing your messaging so as to attract more of that penthouse buyer without alienating folks in a more quote unquote ordinary price point?
For sure. So one of the things, when we started our journey, our path to luxury, as I often call it, was being in and around the institute and learning the language, right? The language of sales and the language of luxury really has a big impact on it today. Just this afternoon, prior to us recording this, I was with a client, and I was naming specific things that we talk about often. Whether it was an appliance and or a gallery wall or the La Conru stove or whatever it was. And here was the developer, and he's like, I got one of those like really good colored stoves, the ones from France. And I was like, yep, La Conru. And he goes, what? And I said, La Conru. And he goes, no, no. Oh, yeah, 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 that. And he goes, oh, look. And he was looking at the spreadsheet, and I had just nailed it. And it had that effect. I had to let it sit twice for him to marinate on it. But that's a key thing, right? Learning the language, and you can do that from classes and from education and from being on site. And that's one of the keys is really talking to people. As I've been out and about, you can really hone your craft because that's how people can really identify if you know what you're talking about and you know the right languages and you know the difference and some of the different specific building products and styles and the inventory and the history on the property. I think that's a fabulous tool to be able to share as a real differentiating point. And that's just something that I have found that higher level of client expects. And if they don't, they have enough experience to find the person that does have it. You may not even know that you are missing an opportunity or missed an opportunity because it might not have fully seasoned in front of you. So I think that's a real key tip and growth point that we learned was reading a lot and watching a lot and really honing our craft and experience and knowledge around things because it can be a point that keeps you from it and you might not even know.
And I think that goes back to where I was leading with the question is that kind of authenticity translates itself regardless of the price point of the people that you're working with, right?
Yeah.
Understanding, getting a sense of what's important, understanding the nuances and communicating that well.